Hey, what up, Ty 1822? Just came back for Bound for Glory. I had a fun time. But, it's some wild things was going on before the show. Like this crazy white guy, his name was Handicap Hogan. He had like, a broken arm. He was like, that shit was hilarious. He just like posing. Handicap Hogan, white dude like a crackhead. He had the bandana yellow on, the Hulk Hogan t-shirt. Dude was hilarious. Man, that crowd is crazy as hell in Philadelphia. But, I had a good ass time. But, that's a little story, with some little crazy fan go by the name of Handicap Hogan. So, first match of the night on BFG was Austin Aries versus Brian Kendrick. Now, Austin Aries was so over with this crowd. They loved him. Brian Kendrick was not over at all with the Philadelphia crowd. They ate everything up with Austin Aries. But this was a very good X Division match. I mean, they had so much spots. The crowd was like, will Kendrick win? The crowd like, no, we don't want Kendrick to win. They was, every near fall, the crowd, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Just nice moves from both guys. This was a very fun match. But at the end, Austin Aries came out as the winner, retained his X Division title, won by the Brainbuster. Next, Rob Van Dam, Jerry Lynn. This was a very fun hardcore match. The crowd chanting ECW. They had, chair spots, a ladder spot where Jerry Lynn, he missed RVD on a ladder, hit the floor. I mean, it made noise through the whole building. But, Van Dam on the Van Terminator with the chair to Jerry Lynn, at the rope with the ladder on him. This was very good, and the crowd loved it. Like the old ECW days, all the crowd was chanting ECW, ECW. This was a very entertaining match. Rob Van Dam, Jerry Lynn, still at their prime of their careers, can still go in the ring like nobody else. Next, triple threat match, Crimson, Matt Morgan, Samoa Joe. This was, a solid triple threat for a bunch of big guys. Samoa Joe was so over in this match. The whole crowd just wanted Joe to win. Crimson is not beloved by Philadelphia. He's not over enough. Matt Morgan was not over enough for the Philly crowd. They loved Samoa Joe in this match. But this match was very good right here. Samoa Joe looked good. He looked so good in this match. He carried this match. He the reason why this match was so very good. But guess what? Samoa Joe, was going at the end. But all of a sudden, Matt Morgan missed the Carter footprint. Samoa Joe gets the spear by Crimson. Crimson win. The crowd did not like the fact that Crimson won. They was blowing the hell out of him once the match was over. Next, this was a fun brawl. Mr. Anderson, Bully Ray. Bully Ray got so much heat from the crowd. He was very entertaining. And I love the part with Anderson's like, this ain't New York City. This is Philly, bitch. And hit him with the microphone. It was a very good brawl right here. So entertaining. Mr. Anderson, went for the Kentown bomb on outside the ring during the table. The table didn't break. It was a box. So hit the mic check right on the table. The 1, 2, 3. Very entertaining match right here. Next, Velvet Sky versus Winter. Mickey James and Madison Rain. Now, when I was at the line, right, I get my food. I heard Velvet Sky music play. I said, you know what? I gotta see her shake her ass. I ran like Forrest Gump. It was like, run, Ty, run. I was just running, heard her music, got to my seat, and guess what? I saw Velvet Sky shake that ass. And it was great to see in person. All the horny ass dudes in the crowd like, woo! Oh my God, do you see that right there? But the match was average as hell. I mean, it was awful. But Velvet Sky comes out as the new Knockouts champion. And it's cool to see Velvet Sky, Knockouts champ. And the crowd loved it. She was Knockouts champ. It felt real good, like, oh, okay. It was good to see Velvet win a championship in person. Like, who would have thought that? Next, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, I Quit match. Now, this was a very good match right here. Of course, the same old stuff from these two guys. But, at the end, Christopher Daniels, AJ, they're still going at it. But AJ Styles all of a sudden pulls out a screwdriver. Daniels say, I quit. Now, I did not like that part, him getting a screwdriver, and he said he quit. But AJ Styles wins. The crowd loved it. They loved both of these guys. AJ Styles celebrated up the ramp, but Christopher Daniels ended up attacking him. So it looks like this feud will continue. I think it should, because Christopher Daniels, this is the best I've ever seen him as a heel. Next, Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy, they had a little segment. To me, it's something better to be on Impact. On TV, it didn't come off good, probably, but in person, it was just cool to see, Jeff Hardy in person, and the crowd was loving him. Jeff Jarrett still get heat today. This guy can draw heat with the best of them today. Still, Jeff Jarrett's still the man when it comes to heel heat. But, it was cool to see Jeff Hardy in person. Some of the crowds call him a druggie, of course. This crowd was wild. They was cursing all day. Fuck you, damn you, AJ, you ain't shit. I mean, this crowd was going off on a bunch of wrestlers at the show. Next, Hulk Hogan versus Sting. Now, this was a brawl, but nobody expect a wrestling match. But for a brawl at their age, I was so entertained. The reason why, because the person, Ric Flair came out, the crowd erupted Sting, the crowd erupted Hogan, the crowd just went crazy. The crowd ate this up, and because these three legends, it wasn't a good wrestling match, but they had the crowd hype. Everybody's out their seats. And Sting ended up winning this match, with Scorpion Deathlock. All of a sudden, Immortal comes out, attacks Sting. And all of a sudden, Hulk Hogan turned face. It was random. Now, if I was home watching this, I'd probably be mad. But when it was in person, it was so enjoyable. I didn't care if it was a random face turn. I'm not going to rant because it was so great to see these three legends. And I know I bash Sting a lot, but this guy can get a crowd pump. The crowd loves Sting. They love Ric Flair. And Ric Flair is like the most entertaining person I ever seen in person at a wrestling show. He is so damn entertaining. Hulk Hogan entertaining. Sting entertaining. The crowd just ate this up right here when Hogan ended up turning face. Him and Sting shake hands. This was probably my best night as a wrestling fan. Like, I never enjoyed wrestling like this before, and tonight it was just excellent to see these three legends, and the crowd was just hyped. The Philly crowd, passionate crowd, it was just great. Best night of my life as a wrestling fan. The main event, Kurt Angle versus Bobby Roode, World Heavyweight title. This was a very good match. They didn't start off slow. They went right from the jump. Counters after counters, ankle lock, crossface, angle slam, Bobby Roode's fishing suplex. This was a very good match. The crowd was loving Bobby Roode. The crowd was loving Kurt Angle. All of a sudden, Kurt Angle got the Olympic slam. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Roode's hand was under the rope. But, ref didn't see it. Kurt Angle retains his World Heavyweight title. And Bound for Glory was a very good pay-per-view. I give this pay-per-view a 7 out of 10. It was one of the best experiences of my life as a wrestling fan. And, Sting Hogan, Ric Flair. Thank you guys, because the crowd, Philadelphia crowd ate it up, and that was a passionate crowd. That was a pro wrestling crowd. I went to WWE shows. The Philadelphia WWE crowd and the TNA crowd is not the same. This crowd is straight wild, drunks, cursing, all of this. They even had kids there who were smarts. These kids were smarts. Not no John Cena little kids. These kids were smarts. They sounded like a couple YouTubers. They were straight smarts. And it was an excellent night, for me as a wrestling fan. And like I said, Bound for Glory, 7 out of 10. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.